The coronavirus pandemic has now placed an estimated 7.2 billion people in lockdown. I spoke with a few of them from around the world to see how their lives have been impacted by these changes.
At the beginning, no one was really taking seriously how important it was to stay at home, to have a distance.
Initially, when I came back from Singapore, I was a bit surprised at how relaxed Japanese people were in general about this whole situation.
No one was taking it too seriously. So I think that weekend that I got back, there was like that photo of the full Bondi Beach and all the beaches packed.
And I think the attitude was probably typically British for a lot of it, i.e. the rest of the world are being hysterical. We're sort of going to keep our stiff upper lips, intact and just carry on going into work and not really pay too much notice to it.
Coronavirus is this thing that was happening elsewhere when there were hundreds, thousands of cases, when Italy was in lockdown. There was nothing in Zambia. People were talking about it a little bit, but not really.
As the pandemic made its way into different parts of the world, people began to recognize the severity of the outbreak, and governments began to take drastic measures to prevent the spread of the virus.
We have to specify the hour of their leaving home, and we're allowed just to have this activity just during 1 hour and around 1 kilometer maximum from our residence.
Everything's changed after Abe announced the postponement of the Olympics. So now the mood is a bit changing, and Tokyo's governor, requested the citizens to stay at home for this weekend.
Essentially, no one's allowed to leave the house unless it's for health reasons, getting essentials and exercising. So it's very strict, and police are actually checking people who are out and about. A few days ago, I just had 2 police officers come to my hotel room to check that I'm here.
The NHS is so precious to Britain, and when they came out and said, this thing could overrun the NHS and we may not have enough beds for people, and it could basically cripple our health service, I think most people at that point would have did back the government's decision to take the measures that they did.
Government started to churn into gear. They were doing regular statements, keeping people updated. Commercial flights stopped flying.
Many people are afraid of what is to come.
People are saying that the situation right now in Tokyo is like New York a few weeks ago, which is very scary.
If you can't go to work and you can't make a living and you don't really know where your next paycheck's coming from, that is really quite tough.
To the extent that you think, is lockdown worth it? What's really going to kill people here? And people speak about recessions killing people in the UK and America, and they do. But they definitely do in somewhere like Zambia, where people are living hand to mouth and there's no safety net whatsoever.
The virus has now spread to 172 countries, and the death toll has reached almost 55,000 people worldwide. Reporting for Pavement Pieces, this is Bessie Lee.